Guerrero's arm went numb mid-game. The Mets have a $358 million payroll and are 22-32. The Cubs were the hottest team 3 weeks ago and have now lost 9 games in a row. And the Blue Jays paid the Dodgers to take their pitcher. To the Dugout gossip. Here's your weekly tea. So let's start with the Mets because I need someone to explain this to me. They spent $358 million this offseason. $358 million! And right now they're 22-32. They're in the last place of the NL East. Okay, so here's what happened. I looked at Luis Robert Jr., 2 injury-plagued, underperforming seasons, and went, yeah, let's bet $20 million on him bouncing back. Spoiler alert, he did not bounce back. He got hurt again. And while that was happening, Francisco Lindor landed in the injury list. Jorge Polanco also landed on the injury list. And everything just collapsed. And if that wasn't enough, they just got a walk-off grand slam by the Marlins in the 9th inning after intentionally walking one of the batters in order to avoid a grand slam. On purpose. By choice. And the next guy, Heriberto Hernandez, he crushed it over the center field fence. And now Bob Nightingale at USA Today is already writing about whether they should trade Clay Holmes. It's not even June. The season is 2 months old and people are already writing the obituary. Okay, our boys, I need you to sit down for this one. So you know that Alejandro Kirk has been out, right? We all know that. He took a foul tip to his thumb back in April, fractured it, dislocated it, he needed surgery, got a literal screw. John Schneider, as of May 22nd, said that he is physically ready to play. Let's go Kirky. We might actually get him back from his rehab assignment as early as next week. Getting Alejandro Kirk back is going to be huge. I'm so excited. Now, for the bad news. Sunday, Blue Jays versus the Pirates. 5th inning, Dylan Cease walked off the field because he had hamstring discomfort. And I know what you're thinking. Maybe it's minor. Maybe, makes his next start. But come Monday, the Blue Jays placed him on a 15-day injured list. The MRI did not lie. He is out for the next 2 weeks. The man had like 92 strikeouts and 11 starts. He's second in all of MLB for strikeouts per inning. Just gone. And we are already without Shane Bieber, Max Scherzer. Our rotation is a prayer circle at this point. But it gets worse. In that same inning, I kid you not, probably within 15 minutes of each other, Vladdy gets hit by a pitch on the inside of his right elbow. It's like 92 miles per hour. He literally grabs his arm, takes off his helmet, and walks straight towards the clubhouse. Like he didn't even wait until the manager and the trainer ran into the field. He just walked past them and disappeared for the rest of the game, which was very concerning. After the game, he told reporters that his arm went numb and that he lost feeling in his middle and pinky fingers. X-rays came back negative, thank God. It's a contusion. But Schneider pulled him from Monday's lineup, and when asked about it, he said, "We'll see how he feels as the day goes." Day to day. Our most important offensive player, day to day. And the tragic, or ironic, depending on how you see it, is that the Blue Jays have the second most players on the injured list in all of baseball. Second only to the Dodgers. Okay. This is a story that nobody is giving enough attention, and it has layers. All right, my friend. Eric Lauer went 1-5, 6.69 ERA this season. He also went public about being upset that the Jays used an opener before some of his starts. And he was still salty about losing his salary arbitration in the offseason. So the relationship was not great. Suddenly, the Jays just finally had enough. They designated him for assignment and shipped him off to the Dodgers, who needed rotation depth because Tyler Glasgow and Blake Snell are both injured. Now, here's where it gets a little bit unhinged. The Blue Jays traded Lauer to Los Angeles and also wrote them a check for $2.5 million. $2.5 million. The Dodgers paid $600,000 for Eric Lauer, and the Blue Jays covered the rest. We subsidized the entire deal. And you might be asking yourself, what did the Blue Jays get in return? Just They just got back cash considerations. That's it. No prospect, no player later to be named. Like, we just got some pocket change back for paying the Dodgers to take our pitcher. I'm not even mad at the Dodgers, okay? Like, they knew exactly what they were getting when healthy. And they also knew that they could make us pay for the privilege of taking him away. I would really like to understand the thinking behind that. Okay, I really need to talk about the Chicago Cubs. And I need everyone to understand the full picture here. 6 weeks ago, the Cubs had the best record in baseball, 27-12. They had gone on 2 separate 10-game winning streaks. They looked completely unstoppable. They looked like they were going to run away with the NL Central and nobody was going to touch them. And then something broke. They have now lost 9 games in a row. They have lost 13 of their last 15 games. And according to Elias Sports Bureau, they're only the second team in the expansion era, joining the 2017 Dodgers, to have multiple 10-game winning streaks and a 9-game losing skid in the same season. They are making history, it's just the wrong kind. But here's the part that is completely sending me over the edge. Their manager, Craig Counsell, has been absolutely unbothered. Like, I want to know what that guy is drinking in the mornings so that I can be as zen and positive and optimistic as he is. After the 9th straight loss, he looked at the camera and he said, "Good things are coming from this." And that makes me positive. The response to the entire collapse is, it's only May. My God. What Kool-Aid are you drinking, Craig? I want some. Alrighty, that's your tea for the week. Vlad's numb fingers. Kirk's screwed together thumb might be coming back early next week. Cease is officially on the IL. The Mets intentionally loading bases and getting grand slammed by a rookie. Us writing a check to the Dodgers to take Eric Lauer. And the Cubs making expansion era history in the most painful way possible. While their manager tells everybody to breathe. Subscribe, share this with your most dramatic friend, and I'll see you in the dugout.